Sandy says read, and welcome to the channel. This afternoon we are going to do a booktube tag. This is the booktube pet tag. Sorry, I'm struggling with my words, you guys. This is the booktube pet tag, and it was originated with Spill the Reads and with Book Reviews with Becky. The two of them put this tag together and released it to the world about 3 weeks ago. I'm filming this about 3 weeks after the tag hit the streets, hit the booktube community streets. Now, I did notice that about 3 years ago, the booktube community was doing a pet tag, but it was for dogs, to talk about your dogs. I do not have a doggy in my life right now. I don't have cats in my life anymore. You know, I used to have a pair of cats, Troilus and Cresady. They were in my life many years ago, and I've been in Florida since 2004, and Troilus and Cresady were with me when I first moved to Florida, but they have passed on now, and I no longer have them, but I do have a number of pet parrots in my life, and you can see on my shoulder, little Miss Cricket is joining us today, so we're going to do this tag. We're going to talk about little Miss Cricket, because she is adorable and cute, and maybe she will say some things for us while we're doing the tag. So we're going to jump in here and do the prompts. Prompt number 1 is introduce your pets, be it furry, feathered, scaly, etc. You guys, you have seen Winston on this channel. Winston is my male eclectus parrot. He's in the other room. He does tend to get a little naughty when he's out and about. So he has to stay in his enclosure when I'm filming. So on days when I'm doing filming, he has to stay in his enclosure. The big beaked birds have inside time when the little beaked birds have outside time, so that we don't have commotion, mayhem, and danger. So little Cricket with her little beak is here today to talk to you guys. I don't know that you guys have seen any of the other birds on this channel. I don't think I've brought anyone in here for you guys to see and talk to. It's a book channel. We don't really talk about my birds, not that much. I don't have them on camera that much. So this is Cricket. I'm introducing you guys to Cricket today. She is a Green-cheek Conure, and she is going to be 18 years old this June. On June 20th, she's going to be 18. And I do know her exact hatch date because I was irresponsible and I bought her from a pet store when she was young. I think she was, how old were you, sweetie, when I bought you? Do you remember? Do you remember? She's making little clucky sounds. If you can hear her little cute little sounds. I think she was closing in on a year, I believe, when I bought her at the store. I did live with Crazy Pants at that time, and Crazy Pants was the one who was like, he wanted to get another bird, and Cricket was the one that was being just cute and adorable at the store. And I'm like, okay, great. So I purchased her for Crazy Pants. But he was, how should I say that? He was not kind to her. He wasn't kind to most people. I have video evidence of him. Should I just say this? I have video evidence of him waving a gun at her and telling her how lucky she is to get to live with him. Okay. So yeah, he's out of our lives and Cricket is with me. Yes. All right. Number 2. Has your pet impacted your reading life? If so, how? I don't believe that the birds have impacted my reading life. I'm taking a look at her on the camera there. Make sure she's still content. All right. I don't think that they have. Sometimes Cricket, any one of them, really, except for Bobo, anytime that I'm just, seated quietly reading a book, if one of them wants to sit on me and just sit there with me quietly, they can do that, and they will. As you can see, she's pretty good about just sitting quietly. She tends to have little pin feathers that I will, like, I'll pick at her pin feathers for her while we're just sitting there reading at times. It's a very calming experience. Right, number 3, name some favorite books with your type of pet in them. Okay, so I brought a couple over here for us to look at. I'm moving kind of slowly so I don't freak her out. The first book that I want to show you guys is Alex and Me by Irene M. Pepperberg. This is how a scientist and a parrot uncovered a hidden world of animal intelligence and formed a deep bond in the process. And this is the story of Dr. Irene Pepperberg working with Alex, the African gray parrot. I also have a book called The Alex Studies. I'm trying to get the glare off of it. Called The Alex Studies, which also looks at the relationship and the studies that they did together. But it's a little bit more academic in nature. It's quite like it would be a documentary where this would be the movie. This book does, I mean, this is a nonfiction story of Irene talking about her time with Alex, and yeah, it's lovely. I enjoy the book. It will rip your heart out when you read it because, you know, Alex, he did leave us at one time. I mean, he did pass away, and we'll stop talking about that now because that's going to make me really sad. But that's a really good one. I enjoy that book. The story of Alex is insane. That was a smart bird. He trained the people training him, right? He made up his own words. Book. Oh, sorry. Did I move too fast, baby? Sorry. Okay. I'll move more slowly. Another book that I enjoy the bird in is She's Not Broken. This is by Kelsey Day. And if you know, you know. But the bird Sunny in this book is just delightful and cute and wonderful. This is a story of domestic abuse, though, and about a woman who is overcoming it and getting out of an abusive situation. It's not physical domestic abuse. It's emotional and mental, but she's getting out of that, and she has to protect her pet bird as she's getting out of it. So there's that story. Then I have two books that they're more children's books in nature. This one is called Chicken Thoughts, Comics About Birds. This is by Sarah Weimer, and it is adorable. You guys, there's a huge glare. There you go. Chicken Thoughts, Comics About Birds. And I'm going to show you one in here just so you can kind of see what this is about. It's adorable. The gal who did this, I got to meet her at an event one year. We won't go all the way into that, but she drew these things and put the captions, the words that the birds are saying in here based on how our parrots really think, or based on the way they act, the way we think they think. You guys, it is spot on. It is just perfect. Look at this one. Can I get it there where you can read the words? So we have these two little birds talking to a cockatoo, and they're like, "We can't believe how old you are. Give us some of your wisdom." And he tells them, "You know, the bird in the mirror was you all along." And they're so surprised. Look how cute. It's just darling, cute little drawings, but funny and clever. Funny, clever, cute, darling. It's really cute. It's right up my alley. The fourth book on the stack is A Honk in Your Heart, The Wisdom of Alex the Honking Bird by Anika Howells. And Alex was Anika's cockatiel, and he would actually honk. He had this little honk sound he would do, and he was an internet sensation, you guys, this cute little bird. And she wrote this book after his passing. I applaud her for getting this thing out the door. Seriously, it was traumatic when, he had some health issues there toward the end, and she powered through with her cute little bird, and then she put this book together. So it is an indie book, and I'm going to show you just a couple of the pages in it. Here you see, here's one picture of Alex looking down, doing a toe check. Yeah, as little Miss Cricket on my shoulder here does toe checks sometimes. But there are just positive, like affirming statements throughout this book. And on this page it says, "I believe we all have a honk in our heart, but sometimes when the world gets you down, it can be hard to hear it." And then just throughout this book, she's talking about, having the honk in your heart, having that little spark, that little something to just, keep going. If things are getting rough, if things are getting hard, take a breath, believe in yourself, look in the mirror, that kind of thing. And just lovely sentiment throughout. And look at this picture of Alex. How adorable is this bird? Oh my goodness, right? And on this page, it says, Try to show yourself the same kindness you would show to a little honking bird, because you deserve kindness too. It's just lovely sentiments throughout this little book. Just adorable. It's just a lovely little thing, a honk in your heart. And the author is Anika Howells. And I'll put a link to it in the drop-down box below in case you are interested in getting that for yourself. Okay, we talked quite a bit about prompt number 3. We're going to move on to prompt number 4 while Cricket is eating her treats here. Would your pet be a hero or a villain in a book? And Cricket would totally be a hero. I've written a book in my Gentle Dragons series, the only book in the series so far, called Move the Stars. And in that book, there are shoulder dragons. And one of the shoulder dragons is based on Cricket. And yeah, they're little heroes. Prompt number 5. What's your favorite cozy reading setup with your pet? I know, I guess just, kicking back against a fluffy pillow with Cricket on my shoulder is fine. That's a nice setup. Okay, number 6. If your pet could leave comments on your videos, what kind of feedback would they give? I know, I guess you would cluck, right? Are you kind of clucking there, baby? Is that what you're doing? Yeah, she makes the cute little sounds. Can you hear those sounds? Is the microphone picking those up? Because she's really cute. You hear that? How adorable she is. Okay, that's the comment she would leave. Number 7, if your pet were in charge of a book club, what snacks or chaos would they bring? What snacks are in here, baby? There's safflower seeds. She would bring safflower seeds. She would also bring Nutriberries, because Nutriberries are a safflower seed delivery system. Let's see. She would make sure that everybody had a bath bowl if they wanted it. She likes her bath bowl daily. She would probably make sure there was like a cozy hut. Each person had their own little cozy hut if they wanted a cozy hut. Yeah, I think that's what she would set up. How would your pet design a reading nook? Comfort forward, wildly impractical, or both? I think she would set it up so that everybody had a cozy hut, and then a little dish of treats to munch on while reading their books. Yeah, that's how she would set up a reading nook. Number 9, have you ever filmed a video and had to edit out pet chaos? Well, we just did. Yeah, we had a little bit of chaos there before the treats came in. Yeah. And I have many a time during these videos, I've had to just pause for a minute while there was some chaos going on in the other rooms. Typically, like I mentioned earlier, when I sit down to do the filming of these like book reviews or book tags, I will make sure that the large beaked birds are in their enclosures and they're locked, they're closed, so that no dangerous mayhem can happen. Because I've got it set up out there in the other room like a crazy person. Guys, I've got like a jungle gym set up for them. I've got stuff hanging from the ceiling for them. They have the run of the house. My birds, they get basically the living room. What should be the dining room is a jungle gym for the parrots. They get all of that. So yeah, but they can't be out when I'm like sequestered in here, because I can't keep an eye on them. And if a large beaked bird were to grab hold of Cricket, that would be awful. Yeah. So, okay. So what am I saying? I'm saying that sometimes I'll be filming and somebody out there will just start squawking up a storm, and I have to wait for them to finish their squawking, and then that has to be edited out because you guys don't want to listen to the squawking. All right, pet name drop. Number 10, pet name drop. Tag some booktubers with pets. You guys, I know that everyone has tagged Renee and Raina. We've all tagged her, so I'm not going to tag her again. And I'm already 3 weeks late to this. So everybody who's got pets has probably already been tagged. So if you have not already been tagged and you've got a pet and you would like to do this, do it. We all want to see each other's pets because pets make us happy. Pets make life better. And then, you doing good? You okay? What, are you done with this? Did you get all the safflower seeds, honey? There's still, you're not wanting that. Here, look, there's still some. Oh, you want your water? Hang on, let me get her. Do you want to lean? Do you want to lean? You do not want to lean? A little bit of lean. Okay. Bonus. If your pet has favorite words, pretend to read out loud while saying some of them. Okay, so I'm going to pretend to read something, okay? Once upon a time, there was a fabulous bird named Cricket. Cricket the cute. Tweet. And Cricket the cute wanted some treats. All right. Cricket the cute wanted treats and a bath bowl, and she wanted to do the pathetic. Can you do the pathetic for everybody? You are not good, because I'm not performing on film. Okay, back to the shoulder. Okay, there's my good girl. I think that's enough. Is that enough? Because we've already said safflower seed an awful lot, haven't we? That's my good girl. Yes, you're a good baby. Okay, that's it. You guys, this is Cricket, and she's fabulous. And that is the end of the Booktube Pet Tag. Thumbs up for parrots and all the fun pets out there. Thank you so much for tuning in.